Waste management, section 7. We have modified that somewhat, as you can see, with the sentence starting with, in addition, that ALW shall prepare a specific plan to handle any found or generated at the facility.
There are a great deal of regulations that you can invoke a trained inspector from the health department to come and see it anytime you want. We already have these regulations. As you said before, we have to follow all right. We already have the regulations. You want to say that we have to follow county and state regulations with regard to the septic system? That still goes beyond what anyone else has to do, but everyone has to do that anyway. But this language,
we're putting in this agreement as part of an accommodation for the first commercial business on Gibson Island, that you will contract at your own expense for a dumpster. The dumpster, you know, in this collection will have certain restrictions. It's going to be screened from visibility by neighbors, by golfers, which is something that's important to golfers. It can't be serviced on weekends. It can't be serviced between 5 p.m. and 7 a.m. during the week. So only during 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. during the week, and a number of other things. And that is in compensation for your providing that, we will reduce the monthly fee by $40 a month.
Okay, so the corporation, Bill, correct me if I'm wrong, has 8 dumpsters, 6 are unscreened. 1 dumpster is seen by the 5th hole. It is unscreened. So again, we refused to do the dumpster when it was because of the materials with bodily fluids on it. That was discriminatory. We suggested that if there was a reduction, and we suggested $150 from the monthly fee, that it would make more sense for us to be able to control our own trash. We did a calculation with on the phone the last time, and to fill up a 8-yard dumpster with 9 residents, if they all had depends and were changed 3 times a day, you would be pushing a month. You currently do not collect trash from people's homes twice a week. It's once a week. So what we wrote back was, and currently there are 9 large 40-yard dumpsters on people's properties that are unscreened. And in the 20 years we've been here, there's always been at least one. And obviously there's a lot of development going on these days. But again, it is not in our best interest to have the dumpster anywhere close to full, but a requirement to do it twice, and a requirement to do it, bless you, at different times than anybody else. You know, again, it will adhere to what everyone else is adhering to. We'll adhere what the corporation is. I mean, it's reliable. So if Reliable comes by and you know is does a round, but if Reliable all of a sudden picks you guys up at some time in the morning, and then can't pick us up and has to have another trip, the Reliable cost is $165 a month. We asked for 150. We agreed to 40 because we wanted to get by the discriminatory part of this. So again, twice a week's not going to work. It is not in our best interest. If you think the dumpster is too full, and you think it's a problem, and you think it's a problem at someone doing a development where Greg Cross's dumpster's overfilled, and you call the health department at Greg Cross's dumpster, they wouldn't do anything about it. You call the permit office, they may come out or may not. If you call them about an assisted living group home, they'd be here that afternoon or tomorrow. The dumpster's overfilled. That's just the reality. But we don't want to be treated any differently than everyone else's dumpster on the island. You know, this is a group home. It is treated by the county as a single family residence. And again, we're happy to do it. We're happy because of the way it was agreed to be done. And we're happy to certainly, you know, once a week, no problem with once a week. But we can't sit here with the trash being once a week for everybody else on the island and be discriminated against by saying twice a week. Plus, an 8-yard dumpster is the smallest dumpster. They say we can't always get you a 6-yard, but an 8-yard dumpster, you know, will simply not get filled up once a week.
Craig, can I interrupt? I'm sorry. From your August Zoom, you're the ones who, or Jeanette, I think, gave the 8 yards and said twice a month.
Actually, Patty,
Twice a
that's
week.
where it came from.
that's for 40 residents, Patty.
Well,
And David, very carefully, I can actually tell you where it is on the Zoom call. David said, how many is that for? And 47 total beds, but at that point in time, she had 42 residents, and that was picked up twice a week. 1 8-yard dumpster for 42. We have 9 people. So this is a ridiculous requirement.
I understand, but that's where this came from. It originated from our conversation. I'm not going to argue your rebuttal of that, but that's where it came from. I apologize.
The once a week is a temporary thing over the winter because many residents aren't there. This is something presumably that would be full and generating the same amount, winter, spring, summer, and fall.
Louis, and maybe you're not aware as an engineer, you haven't been on these calls, but you can certainly do the math. So it would take 32 50-gallon trash cans to fill up an 8-yard dumpster. And I guessed at 33, and I went back into the math. So if someone soiled 3 Depends a day and you put them, you would take 2.5 weeks to fill up a 50-yard. And we only have 9 people. So they eat less. So it's water in, septic out, water in, bodily fluids on Depends if they're not using the lavatory facilities. They simply don't generate twice a week. It's discriminatory to ask it. And to say that it's the winter time, we've never been more full because of COVID. So this entire year, we've never been more full. There haven't been more people here. So it's almost like summer. It's been like summer. But again, we're just not going to walk over a discriminatory line. Happy to do once a week. 9:40, and club is allowed to pick up their trash, deliver trash, pick up new trash, do all those things. But of course, we can't. They put in the agreement multiple times, the MOU multiple times. Can't be picked up on the weekends. Of course, this is the busiest road. Call it 200 of the 340,000 cars. It's okay for them. Corporation allows that. And actually, they're now having 4 dumpsters in there. So they're literally picking up trash. And there, of course, is the club guy. I'm recording this. How long has the trash been here?
A
couple weeks? It's a lot more convenient, obviously.
Yeah, October.
1st of
October.
Yeah. And then they shut it off, and that screens it. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, this is temporary right now,
Right.
just seeing if it works out.
And where are they going to put it? Further back?
I don't know. So Island Services just have trash cans out.
Yeah, I know.
back.
You normally do the trash cans, and then they take it.
And Island Services take it now. They come Mondays and Fridays.
Right. Or
Still
Saturdays.
I mean, during the summer, I'm gonna have to hire a guy. That's all he's gonna do is run the trash all day.
Right. Yeah. No, too many people. 800-900 people running through here. It's crazy, man. Cool. All right.
See how it works out.
Thank you.